Mentioning Ukraine feels a little off, because generally the last thing people need is more death and destruction in their feeds, plus it's worth recognizing that there are plenty of far more qualified people out there to dissect this stuff than myself. However, one thing that this channel can explore is the manner in which information about war, as well as the ways in which rulers communicate, has completely changed over the past 10 years. This is clear with the huge amount of attention fixed on Ukraine's novel ability to utilize social media for its own purposes, and the excellent manner in which it is doing so. The importance of soft power, that is, the ability for a country to influence others using culture and attraction instead of coercion, has never been more important, and this is personified by the manner in which presidents utilize Twitter and other social media platforms to change the rules over the years in terms of how a country is expected to act online. This is personified by the Ukrainian Twitter account, which popped up in 2016 thanks to a bunch of younger citizens working within the country's digital communication systems. This Twitter account has been garnering attention for years. Way back in 2017, a headline about millennials running the account blew up, when Gen Z wasn't as much of a label synonymous with young people as the title for the previous generation. This was the year the account seemed to begin leaning heavily into using memes to not only rebuke Russia, but also appeal to the wider internet, and it works extremely well. Fast forward to late 2021 and early 2022, and Ukrainian memes are the go-to method for the country to share information as well as fight misinformation. The current president, Volodymyr Zelensky, has perfectly utilized social media to demonstrate his prowess as a leader, with famous quotes like "I need ammunition, not a ride," blasting across the internet. After all, he was an actor and entertainment executive before he became president, and utilized social media instead of traditional campaign tactics to win. This is why it's hardly surprising he's also employing memes so expertly in regards to pushing his message across the world, easily influencing the attention of billions. Memes can appear in many forms, as they aren't just limited to spreading humor. They can also be utilized to improve morale in the form of storytelling, even if this exists as misinformation. The Ghost of Kiev is perhaps one of the most infamous examples of such storytelling, and even though initially it spread across the internet posed as fact, people still seem to embrace it after it was revealed to be a hoax. That being said, meme culture allows anyone to become a storyteller utilizing user-generated content, so it can become a double-edged sword in that manner. Whilst there are plenty of memes making fun of the situation without empathy, and in doing so are often chided or criticized heavily, the Ukrainian powers are also able to use memes in a better context to improve their own situation. This also goes for Russia, of course, which has its own Twitter account and constantly pushes its own agenda throughout the internet. In that sense, it's clear online spaces have well and truly changed the way in which war is waged. Russia instigated a cyber attack against many of Ukraine's institutions before charging in, ensuring its target's infrastructure was struggling before the physical violence began. Essentially, the Russian invasion of Ukraine is demonstrating in real time how meme culture and social media have become one of the biggest fronts in which politics is fought, especially as internet infrastructure continues to prove itself as one of the most important pieces of civilization. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe! Or else.